Tyson Fury says the legacy ain't gonna feed your family. Knuckleheads, once in a while we have one of these fantastic combat sports figures that just transcends pop culture, right? And Tyson Fury is absolutely one of those guys, the heavyweight gypsy king. And not only is he fantastic at the boxing ring, but he's got a very special way of thinking and a very special way of communicating that really makes you think, and I felt like this one was a real gem that he dropped for the world to think about. And I think this is part of his gamesmanship, right? It's not just gamesmanship with his opponent either, which is Francis Ngannou on Saturday. This is gamesmanship, if you ask me, that a very brilliant guy in Tyson Fury plays with himself, a very analytical guy. Plays for himself, right? What does he mean by legacy ain't going to feed your family? He's not just saying, I believe he's not just saying that it's all about the money, even though a lot of people are taking it that way. I believe he's trying to play down his interest maybe, right? To get his opponent more comfortable on Saturday. Or he's trying to play down his interest for himself perhaps, to kind of give himself an exit route out of boxing once this thing ends, because we've seen that he struggles without the sport. And this could be a coping mechanism for him, right? And it's just really interesting to see and really interesting to hear. I've heard a lot of people say that they think what he's saying here, legacy ain't going to feed your family, means he's all about the money. He's just doing it for the money. I think that's a very rudimentary and simple way of looking at this guy's words, especially if you've seen him speak before, you know his history, you know what he's accomplished. This guy has done stuff in the fight game that very few people have. This guy can communicate and be charismatic and do things in the ring and outside of the ring that very few people can do. And so I think when a guy like this drops a gem like this, you really got to sit down and ponder it. At the end of the day, for me, I think he's saying more than just, I'm doing this for the money, right? Because I don't believe a guy who grew up in the gypsy culture where they settle a lot of their beefs with their bare knuckles and has the pride, of that culture behind him, and has the pride of his father who was also a fighter, with him and was named after Mike Tyson and everything else. I don't think a guy like that is just in this for the money. A guy like that is also in this for legacy, but I think where a lot of people, and this is again my opinion, get confused is they think you're kind of splitting between, I'm doing this for legacy and money 50-50 or 70-30 or 100-0. No, I think you could do it for both. I think your purpose can be varied. I think you could have multiple purposes, and I think they could both pull you equally. I think legacy matters to Tyson Fury. Obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be fighting Usyk after this fight and aiming to be undisputed. And I think money obviously matters to Tyson Fury as well. A guy who I think I read he's amassed something like a $65 million fortune. I'm sure he's going to add significantly to that in Saudi Arabia. So my question to you guys, knuckleheads, is what do you think he's saying in this statement? Is he all about the money, or is there more to it? Put your answer in the comment section below. Like the video, and then be sure to subscribe and join the channel if you want to help support FightersRep and help me support FightersRep Promotions. We've got a fantastic card lined up for you guys for November 18th at FightersRep 20. Get your tickets at FightersRep.com. It's going to be at the beautiful Commerce Casino again. And if you can't make it, be sure to join the channel. You get to watch the event live for just $9.99 a month by joining the channel. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this. I thought this was kind of deeper than, a lot of people were analyzing it to be.